One thing I've always found to be true in life and business is nail the basics. If you do the basics really well, regardless of the field that you're operating in, if you do the basics really well, you really are setting yourself up for success. And I always think if you just concentrate on nailing the basics, quite often that little extra spark will happen anyway. Whereas if you go out looking to try and do something wildly amazing, that's quite often where actually the basics fall apart and the whole thing fails. I know this time of year, a lot of us are just reacquainting ourselves with the basics. Now, here at Comsteria, one of the key things we do is a lot of media relations training and presentation skills training as well. And I think that the real basic there is assume that every single thing you say is being recorded. Assume that every single microphone anywhere in the vicinity is live and recording. And certainly in my career in journalism, it was such an easy way to get a story, was that you just picked up something that somebody was saying when they hadn't realised, they should have realised, but they hadn't realised that there was a hot mic in front of them. Of course, these days, with smartphones and cameras everywhere, we have to assume that not only is it the audio being recorded, but it might also be video footage as well. I think respecting the environment. So if you're with a journalist, if you're in a studio, even in a training situation, if there's microphones nearby, if there's guests in the room, assume that everything you say is being recorded. And the positive impact of that is actually that you do start behaving better. You start really thinking about the things that you're saying. So it's not just about being careful in case there's a live microphone. It's actually thinking about the kinds of things that you're saying all of the time. And one of the things that really fascinates me about communication is if you think about what you're saying, if you try to avoid saying nasty things or try to avoid saying negative things, one of the things that I've found, and I've heard plenty of other people say the same, is actually your thoughts improve. And then the way that you feel improves. And I think for me, powerful communication has become not just a business, not just a thing that I do to earn money. It's kind of become a way of life. And we're on this mission of powerful communication and really thinking about how we're communicating, which of course is about much more than simply what you're saying. But that would be my message for today on the second day of 2025. And you might not need to hear this. You might be doing this anyway. But if you are working in a marketing or a communications role, think about the people around you. Think about the leadership of the organisation, the people running the production team, whoever it is. People that might be so busy with other things that they're forgetting about these communication basics. So I hope your new year's off to a good start. I'm really looking forward to getting back in amongst training and consultancy and maybe coming to see some of you face-to-face or via webinar soon.